Sinus problems are very widespread in our world, aren't they, Judy?
Yes, they are, Olivia, and I hate that stuffed up feeling that makes you feel like you've got cotton balls in your head.
Yeah, it's horrible. Dealing with sinus problems is challenging if you don't want to take something that could make you drowsy or put harsh chemicals in your system.
So I recently spent some time with an integrative pharmacist to see what other options we might have.
I have serious sinus problems, I'm telling you. It's like congestion you can't even imagine.
Pharmacist Scott Berliner hears a lot of that in the course of an average week. Roughly 40% of the general population suffers from what are called environmental sensitivities. Those sensitivities cause a wide variety of sinus woes that can range from annoying to debilitating. Dealing with sinus issues has become big business, almost $3 billion in sales a year. But problems have arisen with the pharmaceutical approach. Some products have made customers drowsy or anxious. Scott told me others contain ingredients that have been misused for illicit drugs, leading to the removal of some sinus remedies from open shelves. Instead, consumers have to take an identifying card to a clerk who releases the product from a locked area.
The use of pseudoephedrine in the illicit drug market has become an incredible problem. People have been going around, well, in the past, before these restrictions, buying up as much Sudafed or Sudafed-containing products as they could to be used in methamphetamine mills. So now they're trying to restrict the amount and the way that people purchase these things to prevent the abuse.
Scott is the owner of Life Science Pharmacy in Harriman, New York, about an hour north of Manhattan. He has extensive knowledge of not only pharmaceuticals, but also homeopathic, naturopathic, and functional medicine. His pharmacy supplies custom medications to places like Greenwich Hospital's Integrative Center in Connecticut and the Continuum Center for Health and Healing in New York City. Scott describes himself as an integrative pharmacist, so he's always looking for natural solutions to problems like sinus issues.
A lot of sinus problems are chronic, and people need a more holistic way to deal with chronic problems without having the day-to-day side effect issues of drowsiness, anxiety, as with other chronic problems. So generally, an herbal approach, when it works, is side effect free.
One approach Scott recommends is something called the neti pot, which helps irrigate the sinuses and clear out irritants. A more portable option are nasal sprays containing a natural ingredient called xylitol.
We can actually not only hydrate the nasal membranes, but also prevent a lot of the parts of the allergic reactions.
He also recommends a homeopathic nasal spray from Germany.
Is a combination of different homeopathic remedies that actually work right on the nasal membranes themselves.
Another effective import from Germany is based on a eucalyptus extract. The active ingredient is called cineol.
So cineol seems to be a great option for us here in the United States. It's now available under the name Sinucheck. It is called Solidum in Europe. I've tried it myself since I do have this great deviated septum that I was blessed with, and it seems to be very effective at opening up the sinus passages.
Scott's not the only one in the family who's tried the new import from Germany. Daughter Jessica also had an opportunity to use it.
Yeah, I had gotten a cold, and I don't get sick very often, but when I do, it kind of lasts for weeks. And I took Sinucheck, and it kind of disappeared within about 4 or 5 days instead of 2 weeks.
Scott says results like that are not uncommon. He also says clinical studies have repeatedly shown that natural decongestants really do provide an alternative that works.